You're doing everything, grinding, hustling, chasing goals. Every day feels like a race and you're determined to win. You wake up early, you stay up late, you're always on the move, always thinking about the next step, the next achievement, the next big thing. But inside, you're exhausted, anxious, burnt out. No matter how much you accomplish, it never feels like enough. There's a constant pressure, a nagging sense that you're falling behind, even when you're giving it your all. Is this endless hustle really worth it if it leaves you feeling empty and drained? What if the secret to peace isn't doing more, but letting go? Imagine for a moment releasing the grip you have on outcomes, on expectations, on the need to control every detail. What if true calm comes not from adding more to your plate, but from learning to set some things down? What if the real path to happiness is about surrender, not struggle? Let's be real. You check your phone first thing in the morning. Deadlines, notifications, pressure. Before you even get out of bed, your mind is already racing. The world demands your attention, your energy, your focus. It's like you're plugged into a never-ending stream of urgency, and it's exhausting. It feels like you're on a treadmill, running, but never actually getting anywhere. No matter how fast you go, the scenery never changes. The harder you push, the more it feels like you're stuck in place, chasing something just out of reach. You then ask yourself, why am I still so stressed? Why does it feel like peace is always just around the corner, but never here? You wonder if you're missing something, if there's a secret everyone else knows. You start to question if you'll ever feel truly content, or if this is just how life is meant to be. Here's where the Gita drops a truth bomb. This ancient wisdom, written thousands of years ago, speaks directly to the chaos of our modern lives. It's like a message from the past, cutting through the noise and offering a new perspective. In chapter 2, verse 47, Krishna says, Karmani evadikaras temafaleshu karachana makarma phala hetur bhur mate sangostva karmani. You have the right to work, but never to the fruit of work. Sounds wild, right? It's the opposite of everything we've been taught. We're told to set goals, chase results, measure our worth by our achievements. But the Gita says, focus on your actions, not the outcome. Do your duty, but don't get attached to what happens next. This flips everything. It's not about ignoring your ambitions or giving up on your dreams. It's about shifting your mindset, putting your energy into what you can control and letting go of the rest. It's about finding freedom in the process, not the prize. Let go of results. Pour your heart into your work, your relationships, your passions, but don't let your happiness depend on how things turn out. When you detach from the outcome, you free yourself from anxiety and disappointment. When you stop obsessing over what you can't control, you finally start to find peace. You create space for joy, for presence, for gratitude. You realize that your worth isn't tied to your achievements, but to your intention and your effort. Let me give you a real-world example. Think about Serena Williams. She's one of the greatest athletes of all time. But even she faced moments of doubt, pressure, and overwhelming expectations. At the top of her game, she stopped chasing perfection and focused on loving the game itself. She learned to play for the joy of playing, not just for the trophies or the records. That shift from pressure to presence helped her find more joy and less stress. She became more resilient, more creative, and more fulfilled. She discovered that true greatness comes from being fully engaged in the moment, not from obsessing over the scoreboard. That's Gita chapter 2, verse 47 in action. Do your best. Let go of the rest. It's a simple idea, but it's life-changing. It's about showing up, giving your all, and then releasing your grip on what happens next. It's about trusting the process and finding peace in the present. So, how do you try this today? How do you bring this ancient wisdom into your modern life? It starts with a single choice, a decision to focus on what you can do right now, in this moment. Pick one thing, big or small, and give it your full attention. Maybe it's a work project, a workout, a conversation with a friend, or even just making your morning coffee. Whatever it is, be fully present. Pour your energy into the action itself, not the result. Don't think about the end result. Just show up. Be there, in the moment, and let the outcome take care of itself. Trust that your effort is enough, even if things don't go exactly as planned. And notice what happens. You might find that you're more creative, more relaxed, and more connected to what you're doing. You might even start to enjoy the process, instead of just chasing the finish line. The stress, it starts to fade. The pressure lifts. You feel a sense of relief, like you finally stepped off the treadmill and found solid ground. You feel lighter, calmer, more in control. You realize that you don't have to carry the weight of the world on your shoulders. You can breathe, relax, and just be. Because peace doesn't come from success. It comes from surrender. It comes from letting go of what you can't control and embracing the present moment with an open heart. So here's my question for you. What's one thing you can do today, just for the sake of doing it? Not for the reward, not for the recognition, but simply because it matters to you. What's one thing you'll do today without worrying about the result? Take a moment to reflect. Write it down. Make it real. Drop it in the comments. I'd love to hear how it goes. Let's inspire each other to let go, to find peace, and to live with more presence, one action at a time.